Now going on. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna pin myself here and then here we go. Yeah, we got several pins going on, and that's okay. It's perfect because I think you also see Laura Ann pinned. And if you do, she's my co-host today. She's in our inner circle for IWN in our VIP circle. And Laura Ann has been with us from the beginning. From the beginning, and I'm so happy to have you here. Also in the back end, Terry as well, been here for a long time. So welcome everyone to a very special call. So happy that you joined us for a celebration of 25 with the intention to also mix and mingle with amazing providers in our integrative wellness network, get seen with your superpowers and acknowledge your superpowers for yourself and your wins, your celebrations, gratitudes, and also get seen for them in our inner circle. So because we are a smaller group than anticipated, this call might actually be less than 90 minutes. We're going to go until we're complete. And I'm going to give you a quick scoop of what you can expect in this call. So we're going to do a first round of a very light share of a gratitude arrival round, something to put in the circle without big stories. We're going to do that first. And then we go to a superpower and celebration stories round where everybody will get to share what you do for whom and a celebration from either a client or a business or a personal celebration from this year. One or two, some highlights, and we can get to know each other and celebrate with you from this year. Then I will have a sparkling surprise for you all, something soulful where we will all turn inward for the next year. So you can tap into your own superpowers for the coming year because tomorrow is Happy New Year almost. Oh my gosh. And then I'll have a short moment where I'll just give you some highlights of what we have coming up with IWN. There's going to be no sales pitch, nothing, just sharing some opportunities. And then because we have a small circle, we will also, during our call, you have the opportunity to like celebrate others and like catch gems from others and say like, wow, you see what this person does, and even reflect it to each other. So when you feel that is happening, feel free to raise your hand, and I'm happy to bring you into the conversation so we can make this a soulful circle where we all link arms and have a gratitude bash that includes all of us as a magical circle. And then we will have basically a sparkling close where everybody will get to think of a word you're leaving with for yourself as inspiration for the new year. So Laura Ann, did I forget anything? Does that sound good?
That sounds wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So to get started, let's do the first round and do a short gratitude arrival round. So what we're doing with this one is simply say your name, where you are in the world, because that's always fun to know. And then one gratitude word from 25, anything that comes to you, what you're bringing to this call. And then we'll go to a next round after with more depth. I'll get this started. And then afterward, everybody, you can just raise your hand and or just go speak. So I'm bringing the energy of celebration because I always love tuning into that. And I had a lot of celebrations. And I'm here in Palmer, Alaska. And I'm Astrid Mueller, the host and founder of IWN. Who would like to go next? And what are you putting in?
I'll go. I'm bringing in spaciousness. I'm Laura Ann Garris, Life Refresh Coach, and I have the Refresh Your Life community on School. So happy to be here. Looking back at 2025, I think it was about release of just what no longer was fueling me and getting me ready for the expansion ahead. So I'm an astrologer, a Reiki master, and psychic intuitive, and just so happy to be here in this group.
Yay, Laura Ann. Thank you for having you. I heard you say release as a word that you're putting in. Is that what you're doing? Okay, awesome. We have celebration, we have release, and feel free to duplicate us. No, you can't do this wrong. Who wants to go next? Your celebration word. And Terry,
I'll,
go ahead.
yeah, I'll go. My name is Terry Stirk. I live in Iowa in the Midwest of the US. It's cold and snowy here, so I'm loving it because winter allows me to be warm and cozy, and that's what I love. So, my energy today is about nourish. Um, I I'm grateful about nourishing my body, mind, and spirit because I know that's the way to heal is to look at the whole body. So that's what that's been my word for the year. And also, it's what I'm grateful for right now.
I love it. And I love that that actually also matches to your brand and what you do for people. A perfect alignment, Terry. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yay. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay,
oh, go ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
go ahead.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. My word for this last year is bliss.
Ooh.
My name's Jo Crowder. I'm a retreat leader and an integrative health and wellness coach. And the reason I'm celebrating bliss is because I've learned that I can actually reach that state within a couple of minutes,
Ooh.
which has been quite an achievement. And I have really tried to get used to I had a call with a lady, another colleague of mine who's a medical intuitive like me. So that's my superpower, what I class as my superpower. But she was doing something on root cause healing. And the main takeaway from that, and it keeps coming back to me, is that I was always doing and not being. So that has been my real key for this last 12 months. And as far as celebration is concerned, every month I have to go to the hospital for blood tests. And each time, and this is after about 2 or 3 years of being in meditation and just having that visualization, that I go to see the doctor and he says, these are just perfect. And I think every month last year I got perfect. So
Wow.
that is my real celebration.
That's amazing. And you already jumped into the celebrations, but it's okay. It's perfect.
Mhm.
It's perfect. That's huge. I love this so much.
We can't celebrate that enough, Jo. Thank you for sharing that.
No,
That
that's
is just
amazing.
wonderful. Love to hear that all day long.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Wow. And I love that several of you alluded already how everything is interconnected, as we all know, right? That you are you found a way to create bliss in just a couple of minutes for yourself. I
Mhm.
know that that directly affects our health, and that's so cool.
And
Yeah.
also, I think just knowing you, Astrid, and the calls that I've been in, and bringing in joy and those higher vibrations is just so important. So I have actively been sort of seeking more joy for this last 12 months after being part of this group. So thank you,
Aw,
all
that
of you.
makes me so happy. Thanks for reflecting that back. Yay. And yay, you. Oralia, let's hear from you.
So I don't have a word for last year, but I have one for today, which is gratitude. And
Perfect.
I'm a holistic health coach, and I am also a wellness chef. And food is something that gives me so much pleasure and joy, and it brings me to the present. And it isn't just eating the food, it's all food, even if I don't like it. Like I can look at a red bell pepper now, and even though I really don't like bell peppers, I have trouble digesting them. I still think they're beautiful. And just food, every time I look at a picture of food or how it's being prepared, I go into a state of orgasmic bliss. So,
Love it.
what else do you need to know? I also work with LifeWave. So I don't know if we're supposed to say that or not, but if you have questions, it's a patch that activates your body stem cells. And again, I'm all about anything and everything that is a natural methodology to help the body heal. Because what I know is that when we support the body, it heals. And I'm reading a really fascinating book called Dirty Genes, and it talks about all the gene mutations that we have. And I'm starting to see how these gene mutations have caused major problems in my life, and I see them in the lives of others. And so if you ladies are into health, please get that book and read it, because it is really life-changing. I could go on and on, but I won't. I'll stop. And I'm about 45 minutes south of Houston by Galveston, which is
Cool.
which is not pretty, but oh well. And it's been hot. Today it's cool and sunny. So I'm grateful for that too.
I've been to Galveston. I actually
You're
love
kidding
that.
me.
Yeah, I visited. I have a dear friend in Houston, and I love the beach area there, and it's very vacation-like with the little amusement park that you got. And I experienced it like that.
Okay. Where are you from, Astrid? I hear an accent. Mueller
Switzerland.
is German. You're
I'm
from where?
I'm from Switzerland.
Oh my goodness. So you're from the German part of Switzerland, right?
The German part of Switzerland, yes. Nothing with Dutch, just German part of Switzerland, yeah.
I can still hear the accent.
Yes, I know.
Quite make it out. Mueller.
Lovely, Aurelia. Thank you for sharing and already giving us a glimpse of your superpowers. And the book tip sounds really fascinating.
Oh, the book. Yeah, the book is.
Will you put the title in the chat, please?
Sure. I sure will.
It's awesome. And we can put this also, I can actually start a new thread, or somebody, any of you can always, in our Integrative Wellness Business Lounge, our free space for wellness providers. It's like, hey, what are you all reading right now? Let's drop our favorite reads and what does it inspire you to, whatever. That would be a great conversation starter too. If you inspired to do that after the call, or Alia, that would be fantastic. Then you can share a bit more there for others too, and others can chime in. Brava, I would love to hear from you. What word are you bringing, and where are you? Who are you?
All right, yeah, because I'm new to the group. So my name is Brava Brown. I'm from Ottawa, Canada. And the word that I'm bringing for last year is essentially possibilities. So I came into this year doing something completely different than I am now. And when I opened my mind and body and soul, like some of you had said, to what I actually wanted to do and what I was aligned with, it's amazing how things just started to fall into my lap. And so I'm a Reiki master as well, Laura, and I just finished my travel coaching certification, and I work with midlife women in supporting them to travel in a nervous system friendly way that brings in circadian biology and Reiki energy and rituals to make it a holistic travel experience. So I'm not a travel advisor, but I work with travel advisors to enhance the experience of soft travel for their female clients.
Ooh. Say that one more time. The last piece, you said you're working with clients who do travel experiences, and then you come in as a side advisor. Is that what
Yeah, as like an advisor, I have an energy and motion program that I use to help people understand their physiology. You know, middle-aged women's physiology is quite unique, hormones and all the rest, and how to work with that physiology to enhance your travel experience. So whether that is a hike with your family on a Saturday, or whether that is a big, international trip, understanding your physiology and managing your energy can completely change your experience.
Yeah, oh, that is so cool. And I'm so excited that you're gonna be on our virtual cruise. You're the first featured leader. It will
Oh,
be
good.
so
Thank you.
to have you there. Super, super cool. Thank you all. We have some amazing words and a dog. Yeah. So I'm gonna repeat the words to start our circle, or to repeat our circle. We have celebration, release, nourish, bliss, gratitude, and possibilities. That sounds like an amazing magical circle. And they're actually such cool words. I feel they're even words that many of us will want to keep. And so we can carry that forward even if you wish. So let's shift to the second piece where we go a bit more in depth, and not to make it like super, super long, but like, let's really hear a juicy celebration from you from the year. So we can do about 3, max 5 minutes per person or so, to where we can get to meet you a bit more. And the celebration can be anything from your practice. Maybe you had a cool thing with clients. You can share an anonymous win from that. Maybe it was a personal magical thing for you and your business, like any like big highlight, like 1, 2, or 3, if you can fit it in the time frame. Very excited to hear from you all. I'll start it off again because that way we'll all know like who goes when. It'll be easier. So I want to celebrate from the Integrative Wellness Network that that we're growing. It's so exciting. So we had a first virtual cruise last May, which was super magical, where we cruised around the world, and we had somebody in Ghana, we had people in Spain, and all over the world. Like I think we had Canada, Alaska, lower 48, and everybody had a magical experience. So it wasn't super, super big. It was very soulful, but it was a wonderful, magical first start, and it's now an evergreen. And so that was a real big milestone for IWN as a virtual wellness retreat production where providers with us can be seen and bring wellness to the world, like the integrative piece of really creating magical experiences. So that I'm celebrating that it was awesome. And then from my personal wellness thing that I do, I don't advertise it in big ways, but I am a cancer survivor. I overcame breast cancer stage 4, and I am hosting a Cancer Thriver empowerment group. And what I'm celebrating from that is that I keep hearing from them, and they keep saying that that it was like one of the biggest support things that they appreciate on their journey, and that really honors me and makes me so happy. They've been with me, like I have just 2 ladies in there now. We were a few more, but they've been with me for like 3 years almost or something, and I just love it so much. They stay with me and we meet weekly, and so that means a lot to me. And like seeing them stepping into their joy more and into their inner clarity and peace, and navigating from that state through challenges in life is makes me so happy to cheer them on in that and support them. So those are my 2 big celebrations that came to mind. So passing the word to Laura Ann, you were next.
Yeah. Oh, what a great year. I also want to say being a part of the Integrative Wellness Cruise in May was a highlight, and knowing that it was just foundational and that it's just going to get bigger and that it was evergreen, and to meet so many dynamic peers in these groups. I just want to cheer all of you on. Everything that you guys are doing is exciting. I have also I have a keystone program called Refreshing Energy Update, which is on the new moon, that I have a collection of clients, and I send out. I do an intuitive reading. I download a vision, and I look at their astrological chart, and I share what will be the vibes and feelings and experiences that may arise during this month. And I have gotten the biggest, most welcoming feedback from so many people, how it means so much to them. For a while, I was like, I'm not hearing back from them. What is this? And then they pull me aside and like, this, I just listened to it over and over again. This is so good. And this is so right on. And it's helped in their own growth, which is towards spacious sovereignty. And for me, I grew in my own spacious sovereignty with my business so that as I can hold that, then my clients as well can receive that. So that was a really big win. I'm also very excited with the school community. It's been now over 1 year, and I have a mixture of free and paid clients that have subscribed to that, and that has been wonderful. And thank you again for Astrid for leaning me into Zoom. I think that is great. And I'm going to just celebrate. I've been on Wellness Around the World expert in your classroom now twice. And what a wonderful opportunity that is to share that information, to connect with others. This month, Joe and I are both your wellness experts, and it's been so fun listening to everybody and growing. And the information is out there. If you want to heal and expand your mind, there are so many experts there. So it's been a great year, and I really look forward to 2026.
Yay, everybody. Woo! I already sent you some sparkles. I'm celebrating with you, Laura Ann. And I can vouch for your program too. I'm one of the recipients, the grateful ones. It's like super magical. Yeah, I gave you some feedback for that too, because it's always like a really nice validation of the energies too. So Laura Ann does, like you can see in her background, she brings astrological wisdom tailored to people and channels messages that help you see where you are and how you can navigate and what are the opportunities, and then helps you refresh your life. So it's and empower you. It's really, really cool. Yay. Okay, let's see who we had next. Who was next? Speak up. Who was next? Was it Joe? I think it was Joe, right? Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I was saying, I think it was Terry, but I'll do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Yeah, whatever. Are you ready, Joe? Let's just go since I already called you. Sorry.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of things for me, not just one, because just trying to make it a bit more sort of personal. In the summer seasons, I'm not actually sure if I actually said where I was from the first time round. So I'm in Bulgaria in Europe, and that's where I run my summer retreats from. But this summer we decided to actually take some time out, and we went off on like a motorcycle tour. So my husband, my partner, he's always had motorbikes. So I'm just on the back. But we actually did 10 hours from Bulgaria all through Romania on the first day to get somewhere to Transylvania, which is somewhere where we passed through when we actually moved out here. And it's such a beautiful area, you know, where Dracula's supposed to have come from. And we actually went through like 3 different countries on our tour. So we booked we haven't done this since we were like in our 20s. We used to basically, for our holidays, we used to basically book a plane, nowhere to stay, and we'd decide what we were doing when we landed at the other end. For some people, I realized that would be an absolute nightmare. But for us, it was our adventure. So after, like, the boys are back, the grown men now, but they're back here for Christmas, which is just fabulous this year. But this is the first time that we've really been able to go off and like travel, just the 2 of us again. So it just felt like we were back in our 20s. So yeah, Romania, Moldova, and this really small country which is on the edge of Ukraine, which when we passed border control, they said, instead of like have a good trip, they said good luck. And it was like Russian speaking, this little country. It's called Prednestrovie. And we were just there for like 1 day passing through. So we stayed in like the Hotel Russia, and it was just like going off to Russia for a day, which we'd obviously never be able to do otherwise, which was quite strange. But it's actually on the side of Ukraine, far away from Russia, but a little bit risky to do there. But we did it anyway, and it was just an amazing experience. the other thing that I was going to mention is, yeah, just the sort of transitions with my business. Um, so I'm about to launch a beta offer for the integrative cancer coaching with frequency support. Unfortunately, and all of you the other side of the world to me. So it's only really going to be for people like in the UK and EU, because I want to actually support them with these stickers that I can imprint frequencies on. And I've had like such a huge success with my own health and working with other people, and 3 or 4 clients that I've been really focused on this year. So I just want to allow that to grow organically now. And with the medical intuition, I see that some people are buying all sorts of supplements, not really knowing what's going to help them. And that is one area that I can really help with, because they can just, say the name of this supplement, and I can intuitively, I can feel what it's going to do to their body, whether it's going to uplift them and help them, whether it's just going to be a complete waste of money for them. So I just think that I can save people a lot of money in the long run, and really help, obviously continue to help people's on people's health journey. So that's me really, and where I'm up to at the moment.
That sounds amazing. So yay to adventure travel and reclaiming your sparkle from the use and having fun. Super cool. And thank you for sharing what you're about to launch. Quick question to that. When you say only the UK and EU, is it because there are live calls or something that are in that time zone?
No, it's because I'd have to post.
Ship.
I'd have to post items. Coaching, obviously, we can do anywhere in the world, but to be able to, you have to put them in like RFID pouches, so it actually protects the frequency to be
Oh, okay.
posted. And I'm just not sure about like being able to like send them out to the States and other parts of the world. I just want to just start a bit more local, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Well, maybe Joy, one of us could be like a little guinea pig. We
Yeah.
could experiment and see
Yeah.
how that is. So that's another side conversation.
I love that. Yeah. So what I'm hearing from that is like there might be a possibility to just ask you, and then somebody could could see with you if it's possible in other places also. Right? If it's easy, like maybe, because yeah, it sounds really exciting. And
Yeah, I'm
super
very excited about it. But
great.
yeah, so I mean, I just don't want to overload myself
I
either.
understand.
So it's like if somebody's, if I'm sending things out to the States, and it's just that I've just had a problem with customs getting stuff into the country from there.
Oh, I
And
understand.
it was after that experience, to be honest, and I thought this is going to be like, if it's going to cause me a headache and cause me stress, then
I
there's just
know.
no point in
Yeah.
going there at the moment.
Yeah.
But there are little ways around it. But
Yeah.
I just want to let's see how I get on for the next 6 months first. And
Sounds good. Okay. Thank you for elaborating. Awesome. So I got next, we had Terry that I skipped. So let's go to Terry next.
Hello, everyone. It has been a year of celebration, and I don't know. I'm just excited about where we're at right now, and I don't even know what to talk about first. Well, I'll talk about my book. I am an author, and I had set a goal to publish 2 books this year. One of them is still in the works, but the one I did publish, I am so excited about. It's a devotional for women. It's a 90-day devotional, 90 days of encouragement. And so it's meant, I wrote it for women to teach them how to create space in their lives for developing their spiritual growth. And so each devotion helps them apply scripture to their lives and understand that their spiritual journey doesn't take time. It just takes space with the
Oh,
time
nice.
they already have. And that's something that I've become more attuned to for myself in the last couple of months. And so it's going to be my word for 2026, space. Just creating more space with the time we already have. I want to sleep more. I want to go on vacation more. I want to do all those things. So how do we do that with all the plans we have? We can do it. We just have to create the space for it. So what I'm doing right now is I have a group of women who are reading the book with me. We're about halfway through, and we meet. So they're reading it on their own, doing their daily reflective work. And then we meet twice each month to talk about the book and how it's gone for them. And it's just been wonderful. It's helped me grow my own spirit. But going with other women on their own faith journeys has just filled my heart full. We have a meeting tonight, and it'll be our last one for the year. So I'm really anxious for that. I'm getting excellent feedback. And so that just makes me know I'm doing the right thing. So the other thing I'm celebrating is, I retired from the corporate world, and Astrid has taught me how to sparkle more and not be so strategic and just let things flow. And that's a better way to live than to have 8 goals and a strategic plan for meeting all those goals. That's how I used to operate in the corporate world, and I don't want to do that anymore. So this year I've learned just to let things be and let things happen naturally and organically. I started doing this work so I could help other women because I've been through cancer, I've been through other traumatic situations, and so I want to help women. That's where my passion is, why I write the books, why I do these book studies, why I have other programs. But I also want time for me and my husband because we're empty nesters, and I'm a grandmother, so I want to spend time with my babies. And so the highlight was a huge trip last January to Barbados there were 12 of us on the trip. And so we just had a fantastic time. There was lots of time for reading and reflecting, and also making meals together and walking and exercise. It was total wellness, but also meeting new people and building on the friendships that we already had. And that's the way I want to lead my life too, is traveling the world and meeting people. I have another trip planned in February of this year, also with good friends and also people we don't know. So it's going to be a time of building friendships and making new friends. That's been my year, and I can't wait to do more of it in the coming year.
I love it so much, Terry. And I love that you already found a key for yourself to unlock all of this. It's like, I just have to create space. You sound like you totally claim this one, and it feels energetically like there. That's awesome. And yay to all your celebrations, book devotional. Will you continue that? Is that a thing that, because I know it's a beta right now, is it?
Yes, absolutely. I plan to do it again. This will finish the first part of February, and then I would like to launch it again in the spring. So yeah.
Okay, that's good to know, because I have a friend that it wasn't aligned to give it to her yet. Yeah. Okay. Yay.
Wonderful. So yes, I will do it again.
Okay. Yay, Terry. Thank you so much. And super happy for you and all the travels. And I love also watching you become more and more relaxed with everything and creating more magic. Because I believe that's where magic comes from when we are like, and several of you alluded to this, like more into the being and
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah, we're all deconditioning, right? Okay, lovely. So go in the circle for Joe. Aurelia, you are next on my list. Like, what would you like to celebrate? Tell us more about you.
Well, I started doing a therapy to help with some emotional trauma, and it has really, really, really worked. And again, it all plays in beautifully with the gene mutations that my body has and understanding those and supporting them and knowing that I can change those. So I've gotten back into Joe Dispenza's work. And he, with some of his meditations, imagine yourself out there, but here, but really somewhere else. They put me in my head. I don't do well with those meditations, but when he just starts talking about gratitude or something of that nature, something that I can understand, then I do well with those. So I've been listening to those and I've been seeing already really beautiful things unfold. So one of the things that happened was Sunday, I listened to a gratitude meditation and I was extra present when I was making some gluten-free scones and they came out beautifully.
Nice.
So it's amazing how cooking for me is one of those things that really requires presence. And when I'm not present or I'm sick or I'm off, the recipe doesn't come out as well. But I think one of the best things that we can do, and as people that are into health and metaphysical, for lack of a better word, we often want to give and to do things out there, but what's required is that we look in here and take care of what's in here. We're never going to be 100%. I don't think. Maybe we will. Maybe one day we'll get to where we're 100%. But for the most part, once we start healing our trauma, and all of us have trauma and other things that are going on, then we can show up the way we would like to and get the results that we would like to. And again, I'm already seeing it just within this 2 or 3 weeks of practicing this, again, combined with the other things that I'm doing. And I'm always doing something. Kind of reminds me of that Michael Jackson songs, got to be starting something. So anyway, that's me. And that's it. And so I would really like to celebrate that. And I met a lady. She's a bit, I'm going to say unusual. I don't quite understand 100% what her methodology is. I haven't done her coaching, but she says that she was off having a bad life, having health concerns, et cetera, et cetera. And when she came back to herself, things shifted. She's 70 and she looks like she's about 50. She's a lovely lady. Maybe I'll invite her to the circle. She has a meeting today, but I came to this one instead of hers.
Oh.
I think it really all goes back to doing the inner work, the
Yeah.
work on ourselves first, and then presenting to the world. And you can go anywhere after you've mastered or taken care of the inner. And that's why a lot of our relationships and businesses and what have you don't work. And I have started to see people come to my business and come to my classes. And I keep saying this, I really need to start doing online cooking classes. Oh, cherries. What do the cherries stand for?
For me, they mean juicy and delicious.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. And come to do online cooking classes and really share. I've been to several cooking classes and no one teaches the way I teach. I will teach you down to the nitty gritty. I get very granular, and that's necessary because when you know why you need to do certain things or use certain ingredients, then you can take that and apply it across the board in your cooking.
Mm.
And one of the things that people often ask me is if it's just you, because my mom passed away, will be going on 4 years on the 29th of January. Why do you cook if it's just you? Because I'm worth it and I deserve it. And that is a form of self-care. And I really feel that the divine has put on my heart and in my heart to really share my burning, ardent desire for food and cooking and my love and my passion. I don't like using that word, but my orgasmic bliss for food and cooking so that other people can really get it. And then from there, their health will improve because we all know that if we want better health, we've got to get in the kitchen and cook. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. Or you can hire a personal chef, and hopefully the chef will be interested in flavor and health because most chefs nowadays focus on flavor. Forget about the ingredients. They can be crap, but they taste good. Well, that doesn't work for me, and it doesn't work for most people's bodies. So I really feel called to share my true love, honor, and respect for food so that we can create better health. And it will be emotional, mental, physical, and even spiritual, because heaven knows when you feel like crap, you just can't do any of the other stuff.
Yeah.
I know I felt like crap. So anyway, that's it.
That is so magical. I'm so excited to see more of what you bring into the world. It sounds
Yeah.
almost like you're an energetic food alchemist.
Oh yeah. The group that so I have Nutrilicious Bioralia, which does cooking classes, and I'm definitely going to start ramping those up. Grocery store tours, pantry makeovers, even online. And then Golden Nourish Collective is the
Ooh,
name that I came up with to help people get in the kitchen and cook. So we gather the second and the fourth Saturday at my home, and we had one last Saturday. And when we come together and we cook and we share food and we talk about food, when you come together with somebody else or other people, when you break bread, as they say in the Middle East, you actually heal together. And that's the part that many people are just now starting to see about these blue zones. It's not just we eat well, we grow our own food. It's we walk, we go up mountains even though we're 80, and we come together and we heal together and
yeah.
we have communion and we have a community, which, and I've lived in South America and Europe, is what we're missing in this country, that true
Mhm.
sense of community.
Yeah.
Till we have that, we're not going to have the health and the healing that we really want. Because I can go outside right now and there are neighbors that are at their home, but they don't even say hi to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And there's not that sense of community, and that's what's sorely missing in the States. I wonder what it's like in Alaska. I can't believe you're in Alaska, Astrid. Well, whatever would take you there, that's a whole other conversation.
Whole other story.
Yeah. But that's my invitation to and what can I just want to share one more thing.
Mhm.
My vision is to live in a place that has the four seasons and maybe even snow, and to have a house with a big kitchen that will seat at least 10 people, if not more, and to have gatherings and to have cooking classes and to be able to get the kids at the local high school to come and help me grow food, raise chickens, get the eggs, and to be able to provide food for those that don't have food in the morning, to be able to get up in the morning and look forward, because I love to cook. It brings me to tears. And to be able to feed those children that don't have food and to get them really interested at a young age in food and cooking and growing their own food, like little herbs, like the obviously the herbs, and then maybe a little bit of salad, and to raise chickens and to have their eggs. That just fills my heart. And I'm going to do it before I cross over for sure. So if everybody could hold that vision for me, I would appreciate it, because this I truly feel is my mission on the planet at the moment.
I
Thank
love
you.
it so much. It sounds really big and sparkling. Actually, it sounds really magical in a magical location somewhere and then rippling from there.
Yes.
Where are you located now?
I'm in a little rinky-dink city called Texas City that's 20 minutes from Galveston,
Oh,
and
that's
we
right.
have uni season, which is burning and hot. Those are the two choices.
Yeah.
It's by a refinery. It's extremely humid, and my
Oh
body
gosh.
and me do not like the humidity.
Okay.
And it's just very challenging. So please envision me in a place where I'm expansive, where I want to contribute to the community and be known, not for the sake of being famous, but for the sake of, oh, I can go over there and check out her food. I can learn to cook. I can see how chickens are raised. I want to get the kids involved at the school so that they can start really getting into food, because just like we need a relationship with each other, we need a relationship with food to where we eat something and we're grateful for it. We're grateful for the animal that was sacrificed, and we're grateful for the land on which it grew. It's not just, I'm just eating. I do that too, and then I catch myself and stop. That's what I really want to bring to the table.
Yep. I'm so excited to see more of you. And please use our network to share your vision and dream, because when we share it, people can see it, and people will, there we have a search function, and you can even search for yourself and see like, oh, you can use our map, like who is there already who talks about food, and like, and we have a map. So make sure you're on our map, where you can put your location, and people can see like I'm going to go on bigger road trips in the future, and I will look like who is where, and I might stop by in Galveston if you're still there, or like whatever, so connections, like you can use our community also to make some strategic connections. And hearing you and Joe talk, I almost wonder if you guys have like some really cool synergies, because Joe is sensing the energies of supplements as magically, right? Like what if there's a cool alignment of you guys could do something magical together with food?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm all into magic too.
What's that?
I'm all into magic too. I believe in that. Good magic. Yeah.
Exciting
But
thing.
you know what? You would love it. You would love it here. I actually have only not had chickens in the last 18 months because I took in my friend's dogs and they actually got my chickens. But we left the UK, left the rat race to do that here in Bulgaria. So we have the 4 seasons, 4 proper defined seasons, and it just sounded like if I could transport you.
Yes, I would love to transport.
There you
Yes.
go.
Grow
Yeah.
my own vegetables and herbs and all the rest.
It's going to be Sparkle Tour Bulgaria soon here
Yeah.
in the future. Well, I'll come up there.
I love it.
You'll be very welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so many possibilities. I love it. And speaking of possibilities, to your word, brava. Let's hear your celebration. Thank you, Aurelia. This was
Welcome. Thank
fantastic.
you.
And I love to see where it goes. Go ahead, brava.
Okay, so my celebration, well, like I said, possibilities, just the fact that I started off on this path. So my full-time day job, I'm a senior executive in the construction industry.
Wow.
Yeah. And it makes sense when I talk about how I got here, when you know that piece, that's why I explain that, because that is what I do during the day. But it's a very challenging career path dominated by men and conflict. And because that's what the construction industry is, right? And so trying to do my role in that industry was very challenging. I lead large billion-dollar mega projects. And so very political, very challenging, and there's always a problem. And so as a way to escape all my problems, I would book a trip. And I'd book 4 trips in 1 year, expecting them to magically make me relaxed after each one, which they only actually contributed to the burnout.
Oh gosh.
Until the last one, when my body essentially just kind of gave up. Like I was at the point where I couldn't even eat anything anymore. Like water and tea was the only thing that wouldn't cause digestive issues. My last trip, I came home and I all of a sudden just started bloating like crazy. And I went to the doctor. I thought like I had like a blood clot. He's like, no, you're fine. It's all in your head. It is stress related, and you're associating your home country with stress. So every time you go and you're fine, the minute you come back to the country, I don't know, your body just freaks out. So he gave me the book from Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural, which is funny that you mentioned that. And so I started reading it, and I'm like, at first I'm like, this is totally not me. Like I'm totally in control of everything. There's no possible way that this is anything but medical. But then over the months, I started to realize that it was me, and I started meditating daily, starting with his meditations, and everything completely changed. Everything completely changed. And not only did things completely change, stuff started happening by magic. Like I started winning contests, and I start like all this stuff started happening so much to the point where my husband was like, I would say, guess what? And he'd be like, what did you win now? Like, you know, it was just like magic happening, which confirmed to me that I was on the right path, that combining my love of travel with my love of wellness, because I like, as Aurelia had mentioned, I do plan on being a super centenarian. I want to live to be 120. And so I actively pursue everything I can related to biohacking. And I'm wondering if your red glasses are blue blockers, but um, anyways, okay. So I combined those two because I was on a meditation walk and it just hit me that these two things need to be combined. There's nothing out there that I could find that linked the two. Wellness travel is a booming industry, but people treat it as like you travel somewhere to the wellness location and then you travel home and magically everything's going to be okay. And it's not, because it wasn't for me. And so I found an area that really needed some attention. So I started my business. And once I started my business, things just kind of started happening. And what are some celebrations for me for this year? Well, starting a business while because I'm an engineer by training, so I'm very linear. So entrepreneurial spirit has been beat out of me. And so to actually embrace that and follow what that means has been a huge win. Also in Canada, there's a new media company being released in January, and I will be working with them to provide a monthly Reiki and travel commentary as other
Cool.
media. So that's super fun. Something I never ever thought I would be doing. And I've also appeared in some magazines like Real Simple, etc., talking about combining wellness and travel and the benefits of doing that. So those were huge wins for me. I got a website, which was another win. But I'm essentially just starting off. So trying to look for collaborations and really opening myself to whatever the world brings to me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so celebrating with you. It's amazing. And you have a really cool come to your magic moment story.
Yeah.
It's this, like even like be curious about what the message from your body might have been for you. Like
I can tell you what it was. Like, so it was pretty rough 8 months. Like I have celiac disease, so I have digestive issues anyway. But it was so I had taken everything out of my diet and pretty much eating nothing. We went to Bonaire because I learned to scuba dive because in amongst all this, I thought I should face a fear because I was afraid of putting my face in the water. So again, not the thing to do when you're under huge nervous system load is to try to face a fear like that. But anyways, I decided to do that, learn to scuba dive. My digestion was great. But when I came back, I landed in Toronto and my legs just blew up. Like they just became so swollen. I had to lay down in the airport with my legs up the wall because I thought I had blood clots in them.
wow.
And obviously I was like, what the hell? Like what is going on, you know? And I went to the doctor, there was no blood clots. Um and it was my body like interpreting the environment as under like attack, you know, because of my subconscious reactions.
Okay.
So so yeah, so what other things were going on? I don't know. I think I was able to intervene before I had any major health
Yeah.
manifestations, but I definitely was able to see how burnout can affect your health if
Yeah.
you don't pay attention. Because
Yeah.
had I not paid attention, I would have probably been one of the people who just keep going until their body essentially stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh, wow. Yeah, so the way I look at it real quick as a reflection, and see how it resonates, I pay attention to words and metaphors. I find that a lot of times we can find very interesting messages for ourselves, and so it seems like that your body almost blew up, like that. There's like a metaphor in that also. It's almost, yeah, and you literally couldn't walk, right? Like so powerful story. So stay curious and it's already magical. And I'm celebrating with you. Yay for entrepreneurial, embracing the unknown, and for opening up despite your habits of thinking linearly. That's a good tongue twister. So yeah, really big stuff. And then that you got to celebrate magic coming in right away so openly by opening up and relaxing. Again, the similar theme, right? Super cool. I love it. Awesome, ladies. So thank you for sharing that and for letting us meet you more. I want to go to the next piece that we have. Does anybody need a pause for a drink real quick? Are you good? Yes, you're good. Everybody has their things. I have water here. I'm going to take a quick sip and we're going to do a magical meditation.
Hold on just a second. I need to go get water, and I've got my baby in the lap.
Perfect. Perfect. Sounds good. I felt I needed to ask.
I would just like to say, Brava, can you hear me? Yeah, I would really like to be in touch with you. We'll talk it offline, but I was just downloading that I would like to be a sacred energy travel guide looking at astro mapping for where they need to go to work on things. But I would want a resource like you if they were going to travel, like they have to have them so that they can integrate the life lessons on where we would go to the sacred places. So I could see a lot of collaboration in the future
be
that would talk
super,
offline.
Laura,
Yeah.
and yeah, let's do that.
Brava, do you also help people with finding the ideal place to move? I had someone help me according to my what is it called? Geocartography.
Astrocartography, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was okay. I mean, and then somebody else that was an acquaintance of mine came and said, "Oh no, this is all wrong. I would never tell you to move there." So I'm like, "Well, wait a minute. Is it good or is it bad?" Do you work with that?
I do not have experience with astrocartography.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that seems like Laura Ann would
It's
do.
me.
Okay.
She does the nervous system. So you have to have your nervous system together before
Yes.
you go, or
This
else
is
you don't
true.
get it.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Yes, exactly. You could have all the right ingredients. If your body and your spirit are not aligned, you just waste. And that's kind of what I teach, right? You're going to spend all this money on these great African safaris, but if you're a stress case getting there, you're kind of wasting the experience in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it. I get it.
Many collaborations ahead.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I love it that you just stepped away for water, Oralia, when Laura Ann was talking about astro mapping of geographic locations and actually find like that does
I heard astro and I'm like, what?
Yep. So maybe follow-up opportunity as well. Awesome. So I'm inviting you all to now take a breath. Take a breath. We heard some amazing things. Let's come back to our own center. Close your eyes for a moment and just let it all out for a moment. And if you want to do a sigh, you can. You don't need to remember anything. Don't need to do anything. Just feel your connection to your chair. Feel your feet on the ground. Allow your shoulders to relax as you keep breathing at your own natural pace. And imagine for a moment that you're breathing in, inspired by Laura Ann, refreshing waterfall energy right into your brain. And allow it to visually come into your whole body from the top down, through your neck, shoulders relaxing along the way, your chest area relaxing with waterfall energy, through your torso, all the way down, relax with rejuvenating waterfall bliss, taking all your words, and down to the lower chakras, to your seating area. Start feeling the relaxation go down. all the way to your legs, traveling down towards earth, to your knees. And keep breathing this air in and keep allowing it to flow down through your lower legs, your calves, your feet, and send it down to the earth with gratitude. Imagine that there's this sparkling waterfall energy nourishing also earth. And gratitude for this year, for you being here. And imagine it's going all the way to the center of the earth. You can imagine that we're connecting there, really grounding you with thought connection. We have our feet on the ground. And then coming back up with your awareness to your heart space. And we're also going to connect from our heart space to our higher guidance, to our universe support, spirit support, however you phrase this for yourself. Imagine that you're sending a connection up through all your upper chakras and out the crown chakra to the magical stars, universe, spirit guides, whoever you see as your connection, God, in your own terms, and give gratitude there. Reach out as a connection to open to your higher wisdom, and with the intention to hear your higher wisdom in this meditation for yourself. And bring that connection back down through your crown chakra, throat chakra, all the way to your heart space. And allow those two energies to mingle. And feel your centeredness in your heart. As we are here, focusing on our heart space, let's focus on what makes our soul sing in this meditation. For a moment, just really feel love energy and your heart and the desires in your heart, and imagine you're really glowing it up. Glow up your heart desires and the love you have for life and all your passions and bliss, and make that a big bliss bubble. Taking another word from you all. Imagine yourself being in this bliss bubble that comes right from your heart with your desires. And you can imagine that there's a platinum shield around it. You are in your own protected bliss bubble. Only what's to your highest benefit comes in. And we're going on a short journey in our bliss bubble. Imagine you're floating up to a magical mountaintop in a fairy tale land that is actually your fairy tale land. And you softly land on that mountaintop. And it feels so wonderful. It's very soft landing, and you have a majestic view. And you're seeing really, really far a magical land, and there's wonderful landscape, and it's gorgeous lighting. You might see rainbows, you might see sunset, beautiful sky. This land is your queendom. You see in front of you your own magical queendom, and that land represents your life and where you live your life in a fairy tale framework. So imagine what magic is happening in your queendom. So you don't see it in detail yet, but we're going to tune into that as you are simply being in gratitude and in curiosity on this mountaintop. So as we're here, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and you can just see what comes to you for your own answers. And the first question is, what makes your soul sparkle for 26? Really feel into that. And you can imagine that this is happening in your queendom, and kind of curiously look down onto your queendom, and you might see fireworks. Imagine this is already happening. So take your mind and your heart there and picture what things are happening in your queendom in 26. What are you creating? allow yourself to be transported there and zoom in and look at those happenings and really feel this magic in the most magical colors, technicolor, rainbow colors, sparkle. It's all unfolding so lovely, and your heart is sparkling because you're living your soul desires, and it's all just happening for you. So go to those experiences. There might be more than one. You can just float there, observe, feel it, see it. Maybe you wave at some people. Maybe some people give you hugs. And then allow yourself to float a little bit higher above it all and just see those celebrations from a little higher distance and float there with introspection for a moment. I'm giving you the next question for you. What permission do you need to give yourself to allow this? What permission do you need to give yourself to allow this? Is there anything that comes to you as an answer where you might just open up to say yes to something that you might have not dared to? Just observe whatever comes to you. Any permission you want to give yourself to allow all of this magic. And then I have one more question for you. And for that one, we're going to be floating back to the mountaintop in your bubble. You softly land. And as you're back there and seeing your queendom and seeing all the fireworks and the things are happening, you're feeling so amazing. The question is, what support or things helped you allow all this and get there? What support or things helped you make this magic happen? And just see what comes to you for that. Maybe you have a guide coming in front of you and giving you some signs. Maybe it's words that show up for you, support that helped you create this magic, or things, or steps, or resources. And I'm seeing this guide in front of you that might give you a silver platter with a few symbols, or maybe words. Maybe your guide is playing charades with you and giving you signs. Just notice what support is magical for you to unlock your magic for 26. Take this all in. Feel all the sparkle. Give gratitude to your guide if there was one. Take one last look at your sparkling queendom and all the majestic loveliness there, and know that it's all yours for the making, for the taking, for the experience. And you are the magic conductor in all of it. So feel the sparkles in your body for yourself with gratitude that you are the creator and co-creator with the universe of all your soul sparkle. Whew. And it's already heard, already in the making. You simply get to give yourself permission and use those support nuggets that you saw and step into the experience. So just breathe that in. And then we're gonna just let it go with a blow of a kiss and know that it's happening. You can imagine this. This is, thank you, this is happening, giving it up to the universe. And take one last breath of rejuvenation. Feel into the relaxation of the bliss of knowing this is happening and is already done. And then when you're ready, start wiggle your toes and wiggle your hands. And you might want to give yourself a hug or rub your hands over your arms. Maybe do a cat stretch and open your eyes whenever you're ready. And take a moment to journal what you like to remember. And I'm going to give you those 3 questions again so you can take note for what shows up for you from that. The first one was, what makes your soul sparkle in 26? And I'm putting them into the chat actually also, if that helps. That was the first one. What makes your soul sparkle in 26? The second one, what permission do you need to give yourself to allow this? And the third one, what will help you make it happen? Resources, magic, support. Given us about 3 minutes or so, and then we'll do a round of sharing.
I have a meeting in a few minutes and I need to eat before that, so I need to drop off, ladies.
That's okay. You can catch the rest. I'm going to share it in my community
Perfect.
afterwards also.
Thank you so much. Have a happy New Year, everyone. Oh, I'm going to put my information, so if anybody wants to contact me to chat, and I'm also on WhatsApp.
Aurelia, make sure that are you in our IWN Biz Lounge already? I'll send you the link. You can also reconnect with everybody.
So. Yeah.
Okay. And you can put it in the chat, of course. Yes.
So.
Thank you so much for playing with us. I'll be excited to hear from you.
Bye.
Bye. Awesome. I'll give everybody a moment to journal. I'm going to grab another drink and then we'll do a round of sharing. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, and wrap up your thoughts for now. Awesome. So before we go into the sharing, I do want to mention super quick about our exciting things for IWN that we have coming up. So you are all already in our Biz Lounge. So you basically see all the cool things there. That's kind of the summary. But I do want to say that January will be exciting. We will be featuring Brava Brown. She'll be one of our featured guests. And we'll have a few more in our Wellness Around the World Club. And we'll lean into the Sail into Sparkle theme. So leading up to our cruise, which will happen in February. And so I'm very excited to prepare that virtual cruise opportunity. And that this time we're now putting everything accessible in the Oasis. So for all of you, if you know wellness seekers who are would love more wellness, inspiration, integrative wellness, and connect, you can invite them to the Oasis and they can come in for free and they can get taster experiences in the Oasis for free. It's super cool. And when you use your share link from the Oasis, if they ever upgrade to any experience, you will get affiliate revenue from that, as long as they are part of any additional experience. So lots of cool stuff happening. Cruise is coming. Wellness Around the World Club continues to go. I just hired a social media person. We'll be more present on social media because I've been like bottlenecking myself in that. And so that's exciting. And so yeah, there's a bunch of magic coming in this year. And oh, a card deck also. Laura Ann has been patiently waiting. we have a
It's all in divine timing.
divine timing. Yeah, we'll have a integrative wellness card deck that I will design for the network to represent and feature providers from our network, that people can have a tool to get inspired for integrative health. It's going to be super fun, and that will also come this year. So awesome. That was a quick glimpse, quick note. And did I forget anything important, Laura Ann? Because I don't want to elaborate too much, but
The wellness directory, did you want to say anything about that?
Also, I'm going to expand that also, that I will make it more clear of like all the perks that people can have when you are a premium member in our Biz Lounge. And one of the things will be that I will bring a wellness directory into the Oasis also. So an additional cool feature that people can search for modalities and you can be there. And so things like that. Cool stuff coming. Awesome. So we have another 15 minutes for those if you can make it. And I would love to hear your vision. What showed up in your meditation for you with those 3 answers? What did you get? And so that everybody can speak, let's keep it to about 3-4 minutes or so. You guys can do a round, and that should give everybody space. And then we can also see how we can potentially support each other in the vision. So Laura Ann, I'll call on you as the first one.
Okay, I'll break the ice. Well, mine was very different than I expected, so I'll keep this short. Mine, my mountain range, it almost was like the Appalachian Mountains, just beautiful and green and rolling hills, compared to out west, more small mountains. But I was in a tree house and it was all about nature, nature, nature. And inside my tree house, it felt like a spa and I was alone. And it was me and nature, me and the trees, me and the animals, and the friendly monkeys. I know there's not monkeys in the Appalachians, but there was in my dream, came and come and play. Let's go out and do adventures in the nature and look at herbs and look at things. And who was supporting me it was my community. They were all just standing there applauding. And so that was kind of surreal. They weren't like involved with me, but they're like, yeah, keep going, cheering me on. Okay.
Nice.
And my biggest thing is I'm worthy. Just coming back to I'm worthy to have this spaciousness. I'm worthy to live in a tree house and just be this unique person that I am. And if I need to get away from the crowds, I'm worthy to do that. I'm just worthy. And boy, I have worked on that, I feel like my whole life. So this has got to be just another layer. Yes, I'm worthy. I'm worthy. So thank you for that beautiful meditation, and definitely nature for 2026 is for me.
I love it, Laura Ann. I love that you got such validation. It feels like you had a lovely experience to really feed your heart and soul and bring back what you want to remember more, to shine more of your magic. And I love that there was no doing in that. Like, it sounds like that you were being yourself. And community as support, also super cool. That must feel very light as a reframe, right? Because a lot of times we look at community, oh, gotta hold space, gotta do things, whatever. So community is super support.
Yeah, the community holding space for me, which felt
Yeah.
really good,
Cool.
which I
Yeah.
feel like in this group, even this community. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Did you have any additional? No, that was your support, the community. That was it. Okay. You feel complete. Awesome. Cool. Who was next? Terry.
Oh, I loved this meditation. It was very helpful given the season I'm in and what I'm working on. So where it took me in this bubble was right in my own backyard.
Nice.
Yeah, and the hills of Iowa. We don't have mountains, but we do have hills. I know because I walked them. But anyway, expanding my reach within my own queendom,
Nice.
looking more local. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time. But I think that should be my focus in 2026. And I have a couple things in mind. Because I write books and I'm going to continue to write books, I need to find other local authors so that we can collaborate and share. So that's one of the things I want to do. And I've mentioned before my own church community. We have a bookstore inside my church, so I'm going to talk to our pastor about my book being offered. And then also creating a cancer support ministry within the church. And so those are things on my list. And I think this is the year for me to really focus on that. Nice. Permission, I'll talk about space again. One thing I've learned or I've realized is that when we let go of things to create space in our lives, it can be very difficult and almost feel impossible, because when you've been doing things the same way for so long and all of a sudden you have to let it go, it's hard. But that's the permission I'm giving myself, that it's okay to feel bad about letting things go. Part of it will be one-on-one coaching. I'm probably not going to do much of that in 2026 because I feel like my heart is other places. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'll still do group things because I'm doing that right now, and I'll continue to do that. But freeing up that space, giving myself permission to let go of things that are no longer serving me. That's the permission I need to give myself. And what do I need help with to make this happen? It's finding the people in my local community. That's one of the things. But also using that sparkle that I've learned about in 2025 to continue moving forward in this business. And that sparkle is what I need to find those people. they need to see me as someone they want to get to know. So that's what I need to make it happen.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you already have all this.
And the sail into Sparkle, I love that. And the cruise coming up, I will participate virtually, definitely. And so I want to be involved in all that.
Cool. I love it. And I love that in the call, we already had things alluded of examples. Also, Brava, you had like a great, and do you say your name Brava or Brava?
Oh, I like the second one. We can start
Brava,
that now. As of now, I'm brava.
bravo, bravo. Sounds like a super spy. You had your story of opening to magic and it sounds like you were getting into the frequency of sparkle, right? And Terry, like from the alchemy of design that we had, so you have all those tools. I love that you found that as a super tool for yourself. And but it sounds like too that you already have amazing connections in your community, right? And like the pastor with the library, maybe you can ask him who are the local authors, and like would you be able to host like an author get together or something if you already connected to that?
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, sweet. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Any other input for Terry, or like, woo, we feel you. We feel you.
You're on a roll, Terry. Just keep going. Keep going, girl.
Thank you. And Brava, I came from the corporate environment. I understand exactly what you do. My son is a construction engineer too. So I understand his perspective on what you're doing.
Yep.
Thank you.
And Brava, I'm just giving you a quick idea to look at our VIP club that we have, because we meet twice a month, and that's how Terry and Laura Ann have been like in the sparkle and amplifying their sparkle. Like we support each other morally and emotionally in our entrepreneurial journey. So you can be a guest in that too if you like, just to see like, oh, might that be a good support? And you don't have to be alone in that fierce world out there. So. Joe, you're next on my share list if you're ready to share what came up for you.
Okay, I'll keep it brief. So what made my soul sparkle? Just the gratitude of my clients telling me how amazing that they were feeling, and the surprise that came with it from them. So that was that one. What permission is needed? You don't need any permission, just
Perfect.
do it. Why do you think you need permission?
Perfect.
And what will it help? What will help you make it happen? Just collaborations. So there's always just so many people. It's the same as my dreams. They're just full of so many people. So it's the collaborations of working with different people.
Awesome. And whenever you're inspired, you can also post collaboration opportunities in our community, right? And say like, hey, who pairs up with your magic, and then share your magic again and what you're envisioning, and see what shows up. And I feel like that the right people will see it, or you can reach out directly, and yeah, can be a great collaboration magic. Finding cool.
We have to know somebody in Bulgaria in order to want to go to Bulgaria. How fun is that? It's now edged up on my must-go-to list, Joe.
Really cool. Yes. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Joe. I'm excited to see more of your gratitudes throughout the year from clients. Super cool. Brava, let's hear from you. And I'll keep saying your name that way. Brava.
Okay, so that sounds great. So for me, what makes my soul sparkle in 2026? Well, I honestly feel like I'm at the very beginning of a long road, and that there's just so much opportunity. Like someone earlier, I think maybe talked about different ideas. I have like 7 million ideas. The type of person I am, though, I want to follow all my ideas, which is probably what ended me up with my legs up the wall in the airport, right? Because I'm that type of personality that needs to follow everything and do everything. So what I'm going to do in 2026 is I'm going to open myself up to all these great ideas that come to me, but not in a way that makes me feel like I need to control them. So what is the permission I'm seeking? Is the permission to maybe not pursue all of them.
Nice, nice. I love it. I love that you called
To
that.
just let them land and just be in the feeling of everything that is possible, like the abundance, and then what I choose to pursue or what happens to align with where I am at that moment, then it is because it was meant to be, not because I forced it and drug the boulder up the hill to make it happen, you know? Because I find when I do that now, I'm starting to realize when I try to control stuff, it never goes right. It
Mhm.
goes with the problems. And then the funny thing is I keep asking myself, why do these things always happen to me? And it's because it takes so long to connect the dots is because I tried to force it to happen the way I wanted it to happen instead of letting it happen the way it's supposed to. So I need the permission from within to just let things be and not force them. And what will help you make it happen, to be honest, when I am in a relaxed state, when I am not like stressed out and having my nervous system on high alert,
Yep.
those things happen. I've seen it happen. So it's evidence that that happens. So I need to keep coming home to that feeling and that
Right.
recognition continuously because our society is the opposite, I find. The society is like, do more, do this, look at this while you're doing that, check that. And if you're not very intentional, you'll get sucked into that so fast.
I love that you found our integrative wellness network because this is your tribe, my friend.
I know. I felt like I never fit in anywhere, so I'm happy to find you guys.
That's how we all felt. And then came Astrid. And you put all these crazy puzzle pieces, Astrid, and you're just creating this ever-changing mosaic of sparkle. And I'm just so grateful for you and everyone that's attracted to that is just, you're here and you're full of love, and it gives such encouragement.
Thank you for reflecting that. And I'll say one more thing about the next year. One thing I'll do about IWN is actually expand leadership, not just about me. It's not me holding the space for like, I don't even have to be in, I'm the orchestrator and I want to create also more leadership opportunities. And so like allow you all to step forward and do your thing too. Like it's not about me, it's about community, and together we can bring the big vision, right? Like, oh, we're doing it together. Super cool, Brava. Yeah, I love that you caught yourself with the permission. So great. Perfect. Awesome. Well, we're at the end of our call and we are right in front of the new year. And so just put your hand on your heart for a second and feel what you called in and maybe the word that you said that stood out to you. Feel that and know that it's happening. And then let's just get out each other like a big cheer. Thank you for having been here to the magic of this year and to all of it. And I will see you guys in the community, and let's keep connecting and reach out anytime. Okay.
Bye. Happy New Year, everyone.